honoring the life, literature, and legacy of Toni Morrison with a statewide celebration that's all over the state, lasting an entire year. And here with details on the kickoff next month, welcome Britt Lovett. Nice to see you.
Hey.
Yeah, so we're talking about a Nobel Prize winner, and this is in our own backyard. And you know, as generations go, sometimes a generation two back, we don't remember that well. So it's great to be reminded.
We are honoring Toni Morrison. She is from Northeast Ohio. She is from Lorain, and the state is going to celebrate her over the next year. And she has books. She has children's books, the interviews, the essays. She's a professor. There are so many things, and I think that there's something for everybody.
Yeah, an author and a teacher, a person who shared so much. So what was some of the events? How will you focus on her life at these different events?
And so we put the call out for submissions across the state. There are libraries who are having book readings. There are art festivals that are themed around her and freedom. There are children, right, in schools that are going to be writing essays, going to be learning all these different things. And so we really put the call out there, and we already have 50 events on the site. And we know that as people start to join things virtually or in person, it's just going to continue to grow. And we're taking submissions all year round. So it's going to be great.
It's really fun to see your excitement. I saw the same excitement in Oprah's eyes. I got a chance to interview her when she did Beloved.
Okay.
And she went on tour talking about the movie and talking about her. And there's a woman with some great power. When you feel the fire that's excited from her, I mean, you can't even say enough about this woman.
Listen, Toni Morrison is an icon, and we want to make sure that people know. You know, there's going to be people who've been reading Toni Morrison since college. There's going to be people who have spent their entire career as a scholar studying her work. And there's going to be people who've never read a novel or maybe don't even know who Toni Morrison is. This next year, that is what our goal is. How can we reach all 88 counties in Ohio? How can we make sure that everybody knows who she is? And we're thankful that she's from here, and she loves the lake, and some of her books are set in Ohio, and so we're ready.
Where's the first event?
So the first event is our kickoff. It's going to be in Columbus at the Columbus Foundation. There's going to be an amazing conversation between Namwali and Hanif about Miss Morrison and her impact on the culture and her work. And it will be live streamed. So it doesn't matter where you are. You can join in and you can see. And we are really excited to kick off Toni Morrison Day, February 18th.
And how many stops will there be?
Hey, right now, listen, I don't know. I have put miles on my car. I'm getting ready, got my oil change. We will be all around. There's things that are happening in Lawrence County. We're going to be in Sandusky. We're going to be in Cincinnati, Columbus, everywhere in between. So it's all of us.
You know, you think about her work, and her work was so real. You know, it was so local. So it appealed to everyone.
It does.
All you got to do is stick your eyes in the book, and you're in there.
It feels like community, and that's my favorite thing about Toni Morrison. It feels like my grandma's talking to me. I'm reading, and I just finished Paradise, and I don't even know how I feel yet. Started Song of Solomon. I'm reading just along with everyone, and I think if we all take a minute and we read this next year, a Toni Morrison novel, we're all going to be different.
You know, her work's sort of like a prism too. You know, when you turn it, each way you turn, you see a different reflection, and each of those reflections represents a different way of perception, and it's just really a beautiful thing.
Hey, they say read a Toni Morrison novel every 10 years, and you'll have it from a different view. And I read Sula every year, and every year I find out something different. So read.
Yeah, well, it's your take on life that gets changed. I mean, you change as you grow.
The more experience you have, the more you can look from different ways, and you always find something that you missed.
What was her last piece of work?
A Mercy, which is actually what we are going to be starting with so we're reading the books in chronological order, not how she wrote them, but how she tells America's history. So we start in March, and we're inviting everybody, including you, to read the book, and then there'll be virtual online sessions the last Sunday of the month where we can just discuss, and even if you just want to be a fly on the wall and listen via Zoom. Listen, we're all going to grow.
And how much does it cost to attend all these things?
Hey, most of them are free, and that's great. And we are raising funds to help organizations that are, you know, doing these things, but we're really, really excited.
So there you go on the screen, February 18th through February 18th. Events statewide all year long. And thank you so much for coming and telling this story and sharing with us.
Yep, we look forward to it.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much.